Hey, good afternoon. This is Brian Stevens. I am with eXp Realty, the Realtors of Faith. I want to introduce you to a little bit about the company that I joined 3 years ago as of the recording of this video. eXp Realty and the Wolfpack are partnered together, and I can't wait to share with you the value that both eXp Realty represent and the Wolfpack. So let's get started. First of all, before I kick it off, again, Brian Stevens. I am right here in Central Florida. I have been a licensed agent for almost 30 years now, and started at Coldwell Banker for a couple years, went to RE/MAX for 8 years, started our own brokerage for a couple years when the market crashed, and then that wasn't a good thing. So we said, let's look at another brokerage. So we went to Keller Williams for 12 years, enjoyed our time there, and about 3 years ago, started scratching our head thinking, what else is out there that we can have better training, better leadership, create multiple income streams, and something that gives us more ownership, predictable ownership than we're in. And so love KW, great company, but found eXp Realty, and I'd heard about them 5 years prior to us leaving. And man, it's been amazing. Let me tell you, there has been some amazing things that have happened in just 3 years since we've been there. So let's talk about it. So tell me about eXp Realty, Brian. All right, well, first of all, when I got locked into eXp, I found a guy named Mike Sherrard on YouTube. Started watching his videos, and I thought, here's a guy who knows his stuff about this company. And I really kept watching his videos, and we're thinking about leaving, not sure, big move. Just like if you're considering that right now, it's a big deal to leave your brokerage. And I wanted to make sure I'm getting into a good organization and that I would partner with somebody who can really help me along the way in my business, because I knew I wanted to take it to the next level. So Mike was a top producing agent for years. His YouTube channel has blown up over 100,000 subscribers, and he's trained over 5,000 agents to scale their business using social media. Mike, I watched his videos and I thought, this guy right here is well schooled on the company. I could ask him anything. I think he is an aggressive go-getter. We chatted a couple times. He was very patient. He understood the journey that we were in, no pressure whatsoever, answered every single question we had. And then my business partner and I, Russ, said, man, it's time to go. So we went over to the Wolfpack and never looked back. Mike has got the highest number of frontline agents at eXp Realty, and he also has the highest number of frontline qualified agents worldwide. So we'll talk about that in a minute. What is the model of eXp? I can tell you this right now, brick and mortar. If you notice the brick and mortar offices were in your marketplace, I don't care where you are, have you noticed a lot of them have downsized an office space? Maybe they've been in 5,000, 10,000 square feet. Here in this market where I am in Central Florida, in Polk County, I've seen these offices scale down and down and down. Why? Because brick and mortar is not where it's at anymore, right? We are a cloud-based brokerage, and I can tell you this is the way, not just of the future, but of the now. So eXp started in 2009. You can see that we were founded in the cloud. We went public in 2013. 2015, we started the Icon Agent Program, which is amazing. I've been fortunate enough to be an Icon agent every year I've been at eXp. We'll talk more about that. In 2018, you can see that now we're on the NASDAQ, so we are a publicly traded stock, which is crazy. In 2019, we went into Canada, to the UK, Australia. We're still blowing up with new countries all the time. 2020, we started Success. We actually bought out Success Magazine. 2022, we've got more than 86,000 agents, and we're in 24 global markets. So let me ask you this. Can you be a partner with another realtor in 24 other countries and be directly impacted by your income in any other brokerage? I don't think so. eXp Realty, you can. So let's talk more about that. Right now, as of the recording of this video, we've got over 89,000 agents across 50 U.S. states, all Canadian provinces, and 22 additional countries. So that's pretty cool right there. That's a lot. That's all over the place. So here's the thing. We want to dispel any myths that are out there, because there are a lot. We are the #1 growth leader in year-over-year sales volume, transaction side, and agent counts year over year. But you don't hear the big boys talking about that, but that's us. We're number one in sides, the number one top mover, sides and sale volume, and we're the number one independent brokerage in the nation. Number one in transactions, number four in sales volume. So we are a mega ship, and we are moving ahead, and I'm hoping you're going to come jump aboard. So eXp versus traditional brokerage, you're able to build wealth with our company and lifestyle, but I know you see this and other things too. It's not just about that. It's about really helping more people out with better tools, better systems, better processes, and you can not only help them out in your local market. Our referral network is ridiculously great. You can expand that, and we're going to talk more about how you can grow as an agent, both in knowledge and in wealth. So what are equity opportunities? Let me ask you this. Do you have a ownership level at your brokerage? Most of you would say no. Here at eXp Realty, we are part of the NASDAQ. Look it up on the ticker symbol is EXPI. Let me tell you a little bit about our stock incentive awards. And I love when I get emails saying, hey, you've got some new stock. Go accept it. Of course I will. I check that email pretty quick. Go accept that stock, put it in my account. It is wonderful. We're going through Morgan Stanley right now, and it's great. So you get $200 worth of EXPI stock for your first transaction closing every year. Every calendar year, whenever you roll around, you get that, which is great. And then you get $400 of EXPI stock when you cap. Okay, we're going to talk more about cap in just a little bit. You get an additional $400 of stock directly for attracting another agent to the company when they close their first transaction, which is amazing. Let's look at the Icon Award. So top agents receive up to $16,000 in stock whenever you achieve certain production or cultural goals within the anniversary year. So I will tell you this, you will see if you are an agent, I want to say doing between 25 and 30 deals on the average, you need to be at eXp Realty, okay? That is the volume that we are doing, myself and my business partner. We've iconed again 3 years in a row. Very thankful of that, of the people we get to serve. And you get to get some serious stock back, and it's absolutely amazing to be building a stock account along with being in production. And then the Agent Equity Commission Program. Now, you can voluntarily enroll to receive 5% of your net commissions from closed transactions, and you can buy the company stock at a 5% discount, which is great. And you're just kind of force savings, force retirement for yourself. Because here's the thing, you don't want to be in production forever when you're 70, 75. Now, some people are, that's great, but I want to have an off-ramp, right? Do you? 65% of agents and brokers participate in the Agent Equity Program. So what is the revenue share plan? One of the things that really attracted me to eXp Realty was the company stock, the revenue share plan. It's great because eXp Realty is very generous with their agents. We are an agent-centric company. Hashtag where the pros go to grow. That's who we are. So you can receive revenue share from the sales activity of productive agents that you sponsor into the company. Now, the agents earned on adjusted gross income, which is AGCI, from the sales transaction closed by the personally sponsored capping agent and the productive agent in the overall group. So the AGCI, it's actually calculated each month so that eXp Realty, get this now, pays out and retains 50% of company dollar. The company is sharing their money with the agents, and they are building. So let's look at what the revenue share means. So look at the, on the left, the agent and the company split. And this is again going to be referenced a little bit later. So we're on an 80-20 split as a real estate agent here at eXp Realty. Let me say this, it doesn't matter if you come into this company and you sell one house a year or 1,000, everybody is on an 80-20 split. It doesn't matter where you come from, big team, small team, who you are, 80-20 split is pretty crazy. So look at this, the agent company split. So that out of that 20% that eXp Realty gets, they're going to pay out half of that in revenue share. Okay, which is crazy. So the company is saying out of that 20% that we get, we're going to keep 10% to run the company. 10%, we're going to share back with our agents. Now let's look at the revenue share plan chart. And let me say this, if you would like even a deeper dive with this, let's have a one-on-one conversation to kind of unpack that. I don't want you to get lost in these numbers. So know that myself and my team can actually do a deeper dive with you, especially if you're a larger team and you have multi-producers. It's really advantageous for us to get together on a call. So here's the thing. On the old frontline qualifying agent requirement on the left, you're going to see when I first got in the business here 3 years ago with eXp Realty, Tier 1, you didn't need anybody recruited in your organization. In Tier 2, now when people join your organization, you had to have 5 to hit Tier 2. And then Tier 3, you need a 10. Tier 4, you need a 15, and so on and so forth. Now, they just modified this probably about a year ago with the new FLQA requirement is the first 3 tiers, you don't have to have anybody partnered up with you to receive revenue share, which is amazing. So they really loosen that up to help the agent succeed. And then if you want to get paid in Tier 4, you'll need to have at least 5 agents that are FLQA, right? They've done at least 6 months. In the last 6 months, they've done X amount of business. We're going to talk about that. And then so on and so forth. So revenue share pay now is one of the features that we have, which was really cool. They unlocked that 6 to 12 months ago. And what that is if you want to grab your revenue share when it hits your app, your account, you can do that right away. Transfer it into your account within 24 hours. You'll get paid regardless of production. You get a bonus opportunity for Tier 1, Year 1. Full transparency. They're showing you everything. You can go into your organization at any time and look at what production level is, what you have gathered for revenue share, when they're going to cap, how many deals they've done. I love it because the technology with our company is second to none. So we have the largest revenue share growth opportunity, 7 levels, that's everywhere. So it gave us as the agents an income raise overnight when they unlocked all these tiers. Pretty amazing. Now let's look at the revenue share plan. So say an agent gets a $10,000 commission, okay? Whatever your average is, look at your 2.5 or 3%. Out of that 10, $8,000 is going to go to the agent. $2,000 is going to go to eXp, 80-20 split. Remember we just said out of that 20% split, eXp is going to keep half of that, 1,000. The other 1,000, they're going to share back with the agents in the revenue share pool, which is the 7 tiers right here. Okay? So let's hop over here. The revenue share pool on Tier 1, you're going to be at 17.5%. So on a $10,000 agent commission, the payout on Tier 1 is going to be $175. Now the capping amount for the minimum for this is going to be $1,400. And I love this. At the very end of the month, when they gather the numbers for the revenue share for the company, you get any kind of leftover in revenue share pool money. There's usually a little bit that's added to it, which is always fun to see that. So that's done in the first 3 levels. If you look at Tier 2, we're at 20%. So if it's a $10,000 commission, you're going to average $200 in Tier 2. In Tier 2, for the capping agent, minimum payout a year is going to be $1,600. So not to read all these stats out, but you can see how every tier caps out with its percentages. Now, this is pretty cool. So frontline agent first year only for Tier 1 for your revenue share pool, not 17%, 50%. I can tell you that's really nice when that hits your account. So that's $500. You're going to get that just for the first year. And then the maximum payout's $4,000. So that really adds up nice and quick. So here's a little bit more of the revenue share. You can see it's kind of charted out a little bit different. Again, your first 3 tiers, you do not have to recruit, sponsor any agents whatsoever, okay? So, which is really nice. And you can see the percentages, 17.5, 19, 12%. Then when you start hitting 5 agents plus, you're going to jump down to tier 4, 10 plus agents, down to tier 5, 15, and so on and so forth. So the revenue share, when you start to build this business and you attract agents, which is how you do that, you just show the other agents, hey, you've got to see this company. You've got to see what we're doing right now, right? Our model is so attractive. I can tell you right now, it is October of 2025. There are teams from every brokerage jumping over to our company right now. Large teams, small one, single agents, because of the value that we have. We are adding value to agents every day. So it is a willable asset. And honestly, it's a retirement plan. Super excited to see what God is going to continue to do through our company. Now, the eXp Luxury Program, I love. I am a subscriber, if you will, to that. So I love it for my upper end listings. It has world brand marketing and advertising, the luxury listing distribution, powerful partnerships, presentations. I can tell you right now, there's a report that I can send to my listings automatically once a week that shows all the publications, I should say now, not magazines, but all the online platforms that my luxury listings are in. It is impressive. I'll sometimes print one out to take to my marketing presentation. I'm showing the luxury brand and what we offer. When I put a yard sign in the front yard, I have a luxury sign too. That kind of sets me apart from that, eXp Luxury. So I can tell you, if you're doing luxury, we have got the best marketing advertising websites that is out there by far. Healthcare. Here's something else that our family actually does as of the recording of this video. I love it. It is fantastic. You can see this, health share, major medical, supplemental insurance, help me decide. They'll put you with the best program out there. Our program is super affordable. It's my wife and I. We've got 2 of our kids on it. It's fantastic. And it absolutely works with our local providers here, the best ones that we use. They all take it. It's fine. It's less expensive than anywhere else around here. And I can tell you when you go to get a prescription, it's like you don't have to pay anything half the time. So the healthcare is really an advantage. And my wife works for a corporation, by the way. We thought about jumping over to her healthcare, but this was actually better all the way around than even my wife's company that she works at. So let's talk about social media training. So this is private for the Wolfpack only. And this was one of the things that really made me jump up and want to talk to Mike, was I started to see some of the different training. I've gone through his YouTube training in more in depth, and but Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, you name it. It's amazing. This is not something that just 1 or 2 videos that are 30 minutes. It is a deep dive into all the major platforms. It's updated all the time, so it's relevant. It is fantastic. There's a guy named Suman Kim who jumped onto YouTube, started making videos. He is look at this. He had no channels, no videos. He closed over 87 deals in his first 12 months with the Wolfpack. Okay, it's a lot. Over $5 million GCI in his first 2.5 years with the Wolfpack, following Mike's system of YouTube and what videos to record, how to research the right videos, how to get out and shoot them, and it keeps things very simple. This is not complicated, you all. It is really a cookie cutter basic program. If you just follow it, if you do the work, you will succeed. But you can't just learn about it, think about it, watch it. You got to go do it. John, same thing. John closed 75 deals in his first 12 months with the Wolfpack, and he retired his wife from corporate America after a year. He had no deals for 6 months at KW. He came over here, successful. There are so many success stories. Mike has got a lot of interviews and conversations online. I was privileged enough to do one with him before too, and you can just tell he is helping us as real estate agents really succeed in our business. He's got a heart for that. He is a great guy, and he says, y'all need to go get it. He's a motivator too. So there's additional training and support when you partner with us in the Wolfpack. You have real estate investment training. There's virtual and in-person events for massive growth. 5 live mastermind calls per week to get trained, to bring other people aboard, to partner with us. Direct support from our leadership, and closing calls to help us to grow a revenue share. So if you're a team, if you're a broker, if you're an individual agent, if you have somebody you want to bring aboard and partner with our company, myself or Mike will partner with you and help you to grow your revenue share. So we have a private hub again with the Wolfpack that you have access only if you partner with us. All these CRMs, prospecting, production leaderboard, agent accelerator program, mindset, you name it, it's here. I can tell you it's fantastic. So let's go back to some of the basics in the USA for eXp Realty. You're on an 80-20 split, $16,000 cap. Once you cap, you go to 100% for the remainder of your year, your calendar year, your reset year, right? And then once you do that, then you pay $250 for a transaction fee. Okay, and that caps at $5,000. Once you cap with that, then you go to $75 the rest of the year. That's what I'm at now. It's fantastic. Standard cost $149 startup fee, $85 a month for your cloud brokerage fee. Gives you a CRM. We have a choice of 3 right now, soon to be 4. You pick it. $25 transaction review fee and a $60 risk management fee for your E&O. So, and by the way, you've got caps on the per transaction on these fees, which is now, I should say, on per transaction and caps at $750. So you're always going to have the $85 a month, and the rest of these fees do have a cap. So again, if we're in Canada, it's going to have the same thing over here. Standard cost, a little bit modified. You can see for the Canada division, they are a little bit different. So I really look forward to partnering with you. The main thing is this. Let's talk about your business, how I can partner with you, how I can add value to you, where you are as an agent and what you need. This isn't for everybody. I'm going to acknowledge that. But man, if any of this has sounded good to you, all my contact information is below. Let's book a call. Feel free to call me, text me. Let's book a Zoom meeting. And let's talk about how we can take your business to the next level. My name is Brian Stevens, Realtors of Faith with the Wolfpack. Let's chat soon. I look forward to catching up with you and talking about how I can help you succeed in your business.